Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos.
Panahon na ng pagbabago. Dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong. Napaunlarin ang mahal nating bayan. Panahon na ng pagbabago at ayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Dapat lang maging tungkulin ng bawat mamamayan dito sa atin. Gawin ng pagbabago patungo sa pag-asenso. Magsikap ng mabuti at nang guminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today for the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas and the Nacionalista Party Alliance signing ceremony. We shall now have the signing ceremony. May we please request His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. to witness this significant signing ceremony. The alliance document is being signed by Senator Mark Villar, National Director of the Nacionalista Party, and Governor Reynaldo Tamayo Jr., National President of the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas. With the following as witnesses: Representative Eliandro Jesus F. Madrona for NP, Representative Robert Ace Barbers, NP, Special Assistant to the President, Anton Lagdameo, PFP, Governor Reynaldo S. Tamayo Jr., PFP National President. May we request our signatories to present and hold the documents up? Please stand. This historic alliance between Partido Federal ng Pilipinas and the Nacionalista Party signifies the shared vision and commitment to a more progressive and united Philippines. Together, we are paving the way for a brighter future for our nation, embodying the spirit of Bagong Pilipinas. Congratulations, Partido Federal ng Pilipinas and the Nacionalista Party. May we request the President and our esteemed officials to please be seated. To welcome us in this significant event, may we call on Nacionalista Party National Director, Senator Mark Villar, for his welcome remarks.
Good morning, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, Your Excellency. I know you don't like being called Your Excellency, but I just have to let's do these formalities. Of course, my father, the Nacionalista Chairman, Honorable uh, Manuel B. Villar, and of course the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas President, the Honorable Reynaldo Tamayo, of course the Secretary Antonio Ernesto Lagdameo, SAP, of course my mother, Senator Cynthia Villar, all the members of the Nacionalista Party, all the members of the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas, all the elected officials who are here today. It is an honor to be with all of you today as we formalize the alliance between the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas and our very own Nacionalista Party. Since its founding in 1907 as a vehicle for the country's independence, the Nacionalista Party has achieved so much together. And through all the challenging times, the Nacionalista Party has emerged as a constant in ensuring that the Filipino people comes first before anything else. Ang bayan higit sa lahat. Given the decorated history and the contemporary glory of the Nacionalista Party, we are honored today to join our friends from the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas in an alliance that brings together a common vision for a prosperous Philippines. With President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas, we hope to lead the country's sustainable development anchored in nationalism and social justice. Our path forward will be weaved together with our unified vision of rallying Filipinos for a prosperous future where liberty, equality, justice, and human dignity is assured for all Filipinos. I hope that the party's principle of ang bayan higit sa lahat will be a constant reminder for us to genuinely and wholeheartedly serve the Filipino people. The blood, sweat, and tears that is imbued in our principles since time immemorial shall likewise propel both of our parties towards a successful future like those who came before us. What we will witness today is a true partnership for the good of the country. This is an expression of our genuine desire for continuity in governance as well as our support for the reform agenda of the Marcos administration. We thank President Marcos for his leadership in forging a coalition for prosperity among our political parties. We hope that together we can achieve what our people truly deserve: a democracy, social justice, and prosperity. And on a personal note, Mr. President, when people ask me, how do you know the President, I have to take a few minutes to think because we have so many memories together. When you first visited my father's apartment in Cubao, that's the first time I met you. I was in my teens. I don't even know if you remember that. But I remember that. And then to the point when my father ran for president, you were there telling us that the solid North is with you. And you were there when I got married. You were there on the birthday of my first child. We traveled the world together. And when we see each other, we reminisce about those times when we travel and get stuck in sand dunes in Dubai. And I still remember that. You had to dig yourselves out of the... And yeah, I still, when we talk about that, I think you still remember when my father had to dig you out of the the car that got stuck in the middle of the desert. So many memories, I don't even know where to start. But my point in saying this is, Mr. President, we want to thank you for, you've been part of our lives every step of the way. And we're so happy to be able to be with you and to continue to be with you in all your major moments. And rest assured, like now and even after your term ends, we will be with you. So thank you, Mr. President. We're proud of our relationship and it goes deep. So thank you very much. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay po ang PFP-NP Alliance. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Mark Villar. And now may we call on the Governor of South Cotabato and President of the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas, Governor Reynaldo Tamayo Jr. for his message.
His Excellency Ferdinand Bongbong Romualdez Marcos Jr., Secretary Anton Lagdameo, Senator Mark Villar, former Senator Manny Villar, Senator Cynthia Villar, sa lahat ng mga officers and members ng Partido Federal ng Pilipinas, sa lahat naman ng mga officers and members ng Nacionalista Party. Ladies and gentlemen, isang napakagandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ang araw na ito ay isang makasaysayang lagdaan sa dalawang partido na kung saan alaman natin na ang Nacionalista Party ay isa sa mga una or mga pinakaunang political party sa bansa. At ang Partido Federal naman ay siyang pinakabatang political party sa bansa. Pero naniniwala tayo na magkakaiba't iba man ang ideolohiya at principles na meron tayo at estratehiya kung paano tayo nagpapalakas. Pero pag binuo mo ito at ating ito inisa, makakasiguro tayo na makakamta natin ang tunay na kapanalunan sa darating na eleksyon. Pero hindi lamang ang eleksyon ng ating tinitingnan sa 2025, kundi tinitingnan talaga ng ating mga ka-allied political parties na kailangan tayong magkaisa dahil sa pagkakaisa matitiyak natin na matutupad at maaabot natin ang minimiti pangarap ng ating mahal na Pangulo dahil naniniwala tayo na ang pangarap ng ating mahal na Pangulo ay pangarap ng bawat mamamayang Pilipino. Ang pagkakaisa ng lahat ng mga political parties, malalaking political parties, ay nagsisimbolo lamang na nagkakaisa tayong mga lideres ng ating bansa. At isa lamang anong ibig sabihin yan, sa pagkakaisa ng mga lideres, tunay na mas madaling pagkaisahin ang buong sambayan ng Pilipinas. At sa pagkakaisa natin, talagang makakamta natin ang tunay na progreso, makakamta natin ang pangarap ng ating Pangulo at pangarap ng bawat mamamayang Pilipino. Sa muli, congratulations at maraming salamat at magandang umaga sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much, Governor Tamayo. At this point, let us hear the message from the chairman of the Nacionalista Party. May we call on former Senate President Manuel B. Villar Jr.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat, or of course, President, good morning, and to all of you. When I assumed the leadership of the Nacionalista Party, I wanted to make this illustrious political organization the party which fought for independence, the party which led to the rebuilding of the country's post-war, as a vehicle for winning the war on poverty, for promoting patriotism and defending the country's democracy. We believe that despite our differences, not only in terms of diverse cultural, religious, and economic backgrounds, but also from different political ideologies, we can still find common ground. The most important thing is that we share a common vision for the country. Sabi nga natin sa Nacionalista, ang bayan higit sa lahat. Our political party has always supported President Ferdinand Marcos. He was part of our senatorial lineup when I ran for president in 2010. When he ran for president, the entire party threw its support to his candidacy. I should also mention here that his father, the late President Ferdinand Marcos, was a nationalista. The president has always demonstrated his love for our country. I've always enjoyed our conversations about the issues facing our country because when he talks, I am convinced that he is motivated by patriotism and his desire to improve the lives of our people. President Marcos has proven that by the impressive accomplishments of his administration in the short time, even the GDP has come out, it's very good. You may disagree with him and his policies, but you cannot question his patriotism. And that is why we welcome the President's announcement that the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas will seek alliances with the country's national political parties in order to forge a common vision for the country. We need to prove to the Filipino people that we are a nation capable of rising above our differences in order to build a bright future for the country. This alliance with the President's political party, the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas, is the right first step towards that glorious direction. This coalition of major political parties is a strong message to our people that political affiliation is subordinate to our common vision, ang bayan, higit sa lahat. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, former Senate President Villar. At this juncture, may we call on Special Assistant to the President, Antonio Ernesto Lagodameo, to introduce our guest of honor and speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you, Sec Anton, for your introduction. Please take your seats. For your introduction. Of course, batiin natin ang ating mga kasama. Ngayon, dahil dito sa ating paglalagda ng ating alyansa sa gitna ng Nacionalista Party, the Nacionalista Party Chairman, and the former Senate President, ang ating kaibigan, Sen. Manny Villar. Hindi ko na matanggal yung Sen na nakakabit na sa pangalan na Sen. Manny Villar. And of course, his wife, Sen. Cynthia, who has also been a very strong driving force in all that we have been doing together. And I thank the NP National Director, Mark Villar, for his very kind comments. And he has managed to bring back all of these memories that we share, not only with him but with his parents and even with Camille, and over the years. And so it brings back. It really, I think, just demonstrates and manifests how natural this alliance is. In fact, at many levels. At ang ating Partido Federal ng Pilipinas President and Governor of South Coast, Governor Jun Tamayo, at lahat ng ating mga kasamahan sa PFP, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. For many months now, we have forged alliances with some of the most influential parties that have led the country in recent years. To better orchestrate our collective priorities and plans for the nation, the PFP is working closely with our colleagues from the Lakas Christian Muslim Democrats, the National People's Coalition, the National Unity Party, and today we have the opportunity to forge another partnership that will broaden the grand coalition working under the banner of Bagong Pilipinas. We declare, as the PFP, we declare officially its collaboration with the Nacionalista Party through the signing of our alliance. With this, we form a strong united front that will help us fulfill our shared goal for the Filipino people. And I'm sure everyone will agree that our goal is to strengthen the foundation of our nation to better serve our people. At kaya naman ating ginagawa ito. Dahil patuloy ang we are continuing to answer the call for unity. And this is what I always explain to people. This is, of course, this is in preparation for the midterm elections. But nonetheless, it is something that we have been talking about during the presidential campaign. Ang ating sigaw ay ang pagkakaisa, unity. And that continuing call for unity remains. And that is why it is very gratifying to see that the significant, the big and influential and historical national parties of the Philippines have come to answer that call for unity. And it is very clear, in my view, and I think it has now been manifested, has now been demonstrated by these alliances, that it is also an understanding, it is also a consensus between our leaderships, the leaders of our country, that unity is the key for us to move forward. If we are spending our time, our resources, and our energy with opposing one another for political means, then we have very little time, resources, and energy left for transforming our country into a better place, to transforming the lives of our people, and to say that we came into office, and when we leave office, that we leave the Philippines a better country, and we leave the Filipinos in a better condition than we found them when we first came into office. That is the aspiration. That is the dream. And it can only be achieved through a unified effort by everyone. And there is nothing more that we can do but to continue to work for that dream. And this alliance now with the Nacionalista Party, as I said, is a very natural alliance. Ang ating ginawa ngayong araw, dahil kailangan ma-formalize at institutionalize, ngunit kahit wala yung pagpirmahan, napakalapit na at napakatibay na ng pagsasama ng NP at lahat sa mga PFP. Magkaya ng nabanggit ni Sen Manny, ang aking ama ay tumakbo bilang Pangulo under Nacionalista Party. At ako naman, nung ako tumakbo na ng national office, ay nationalista pa rin. At lagi ko namang sinasabi, at hindi ako yung nangingilala naman ng utang na loob. Sinasabi ko kung hindi sa NP, hindi ako naging presidente. Kaya talagang malaki ang utang na loob ko sa tulong na ginawa ng NP. That makes it a very natural alliance. Umalis lang ako sa NP dahil tatakbo kong presidente, nagmamadali ako. At NP was still, the Nationalista Party leadership was still trying to assess what will be the political situation for the last political cycles of election ng 2022. Sabi ko sa kanila, wala naman kaming hindi dahil hindi kami nagkasundo. Dahil ako'y nagmamadali. At sinasabi nila, well, wala tayong magagawa. Ang iniisip ng partido ay siyempre lahat ng miyembro at ang buong partido. Ako naman, ang inaalala ko, ang kandidatura ko. Kaya nagkaganyan. Ngunit, although technically, I do not belong to the Nationalista Party, I now am with the PFP. The alliances between, especially on a personal level, not only with me, but with the members of PFP and the members of the NP, ay hindi talaga nabawasan yung katibayan na yun. And that is what we are formalizing here. So I'm very, very happy to have that we are today formalizing that alliance, and that alliance now has formed the largest political bloc in the Philippines. And that political bloc, where kung saan man tayo nanggaling, ay tayo'y nagkita-kita dahil sa pagkakasunduan natin na ang kailangan ng Pilipinas ang kailangan nating gawin para pagandahin ang Pilipinas, para pagandahin ang buhay ng bawat Pilipino, ang kailangan nating gawin ay sama-sama tayo, dapat kapit-bisig tayo na nagtutulungan. At hindi para lamang sa ating partido, hindi para lamang sa ating mga sarili, kung hindi talaga sa serbisyo para sa ating mga kababayan. Patuloy din, kaya tamang-tama, dahil nga ang kasabihan sa NP ay higit sa lahat, ang bayan. At yan ang ating sinusundan na pag-iisip. And that is why we are here today to formalize this relationship and to prepare ourselves to make sure that the leadership that will come out, that will win after the election of the midterm election the next year, are the leaders who understand that we must put our partisan, our personal differences aside, whatever they may be. Merong malaki, merong maliit. Ngunit ay mahalaga, ang pinakamahalaga ay magkasundo tayo kung ano man ang pinakamaganda para matulungan natin ang ating mga kababayan. Yan ang ating gagawin at sabay-sabay nating gagawin. At inuuna natin lagi ang ating mga kababayan. Inuuna lagi natin ang Pilipinas. Kaya tayo nandito, kaya ako'y nagpapasalamat sa ating mga kasamahan sa Nacionalista na tayo ay na nagkaroon na ng formal alliance at ngayon ay paghandaan na natin na mailagay natin, matulungan natin ang mga kilala natin na talagang iniisip lamang ay hindi ang politika, hindi ang partido, hindi ang sarili, kung hindi ang ating minamahal na Pilipinas. Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Magandang umaga sa inyo.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your encouraging words. At this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. May we request the following to join on stage: Senator Mark Villar, Representative Alejandro Jesus Madrona, Representative Robert Ace Barbers, Governor Reynaldo Tamayo Jr., SAP Anton Lagdameo, May we now request Senator Cynthia Villar and former Senate President Manuel Villar to please join. And Congresswoman Camille Villar. May we also request Mr. Borja Manotoc to please join, representing Senator Amy Marcos. May we also request Yusek Emeline Villar to please join. May we also request Mayor Lani Cayetano to please join. Thank you very much. May we request NP members of the House of Representatives from tables 3 and 5 to please join the photo op. NP governors and vice governors, please get ready. For this photo op, NP members of the House of Representatives, NP governors and vice governors, please get ready. Thank you very much. Please exit to your left. Please exit to your left. May we request the signatories to please remain on stage. May we now call on NP governors and vice governors from table 7 to join the photo op. Again, may we request NP governors and vice governors from table 7 to please join the photo op. NP governors and vice governors, please join the photo op. Thank you very much. And now may we call on the NP mayors and those holding other positions from tables 9 and 11 to please join the photo op. For this photo op, we may now call on the NP mayors and those holding other positions from tables 9 and 11 Thank you very much. Please exit to your left. Thank you. May we now call on stage the PFP governors and vice governors. From table 4. PFP governors and vice governors. Thank you very much. You may now exit to your left. May we now call on the PFP governors and vice governors. May we now call on the PFP governors and vice governors. For this photo op, the PFP governors and vice governors. Thank you. Please exit to your right. And now may we call on the PFP members of the House of Representatives from table 7. PFP members of the House of Representatives from table 7. Thank you. Thank you. And now may we call on the NP councilors of Las Piñas with Senator Villar. Thank you. Please exit to your right. And finally, we have the PFP and NP national officers from table 6. Now, the PFP and NP national officers. Thank you. And that ends our photo opportunity. And that concludes our program from this momentous event. Thank you, our beloved President, for gracing us with your presence. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency, Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Once again, may we request everyone to please remain in your respective places. May we request everyone to please remain in your respective places.